Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Giuseppe with AI Business School. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for joining me again today. So, sorry I was gone for the weekend and then I came back and my microphone was broken. I did a video, microphone was busted, didn't work out. In this video, we are going to be going over Ahrefs, Ahrefs. I just call it Ahrefs. And I'm going to show you guys how to do some free how to use Ahrefs free tools to do an professional SEO report. We're gonna go jump back and forth from Ahrefs to we'll use ChatGPT, and then I'll show you another version. With another video, we'll do Claude. So, without further ado, let's get into it. This is gonna be easy, pretty quick video, just kind of showing the basics, and then we'll kind of go through it from there. So, when you first sign into Ahrefs, this is what it's going to look like. And it'll ask you to add your own websites. Now to add your websites, it's going to ask you to link to Search Console through here, search.google.com. If this doesn't come up, just go to Google and type in Search Console. And then you'll see it here. And I'll send you the same place. Click Start Now. There you go. You're in like Flynn. All right. And you'll have sort of a bunch of data here. Now, that's what's going to ask you to do to connect to this, okay? So as long as you're signed in on your same email that has access to those pages, you're good to go, okay? Now, that's how to sign up, okay? Here's how to navigate to the main dashboard. Now, I'm going to tell you about some of the limitations here. We're going to go right in. Now, the key limitations here on the free version is that there's only a couple reports that you get to see on the free version, and it's because obviously they want you to spend some money, right? They're a business, they're not a charity, they want you spending money. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. Let's go into something kind of fun. We'll do, where was it? We'll just go to the top here. Here is our website I'm managing. So, okay, so this is on the free version, right? You get backlink profile, domain ranking, URL ranking, total backlinks, referring domains. So this backlinks is how many other websites are linking. Backlinks are the total number of backlinks from other websites that are linking back to your site. Referring domains is the total number of websites that are linking back to your site. Organic keywords that we have in the top 3.2, right? 294 traffic, monthly basis, 510. Paid, nothing going on, right? Now, in this here, in this main area, it's going to show you a lot. There's a lot of data here, right? We can't really dive into it too much, but there is a lot of data here, and it's worth getting a little comfortable with this. So, I mean, a lot of this is probably going to be information you intuitively know, but maybe haven't really purposely set your mind to, kind of thing, in terms of understanding. So metrics, you can click in and out of these metrics here. Go away. You got to click out of one, and then you can add one just like that. Crawled pages. So you can just kind of click through here, and what I'll show you is you can see as you run over all the different things, right? So if you look at this, just from like a outsider's perspective, you can see that it's been steadily climbing, right? They had some, so, if this was a client of yours, because we are doing this in order to make, a report. We're doing an SEO report. So preferably this is a client, or this is someone, you have some access to their page and you want to kind of talk with them. So here you could say, look, over the last 5 years, over the last 5 years, we're up to an average organic traffic value of $59. You're getting, 548 clicks a month, right? And what I would do is I would just grab this, Control Shift 4 or Command Shift 4, and I would just straight up grab a screenshot, and it'll just grab a little screenshot, put that right into the thing. Organic keywords. Now this is a little different. This is a kind of an overall. These are the actual keywords that you're competing for, and you can see they cut down a bunch of keywords, and it seems like they're consolidating quite a bit, right? They have 3 keywords in the top 1 to 3, 60 in the 4 to 10. You go down here further, branded versus non-branded. Now this is important. So, and it actually says it up here. Branded keywords are when your brand name is in the keyword of search, right? So it's important to win these. You want to be winning, if your business is named, headphones by Tom.com, TM. By the way, if you made it this far, remember to please subscribe, keeps the channel rolling. And if you find value in this, let me know, because I'd love to know if it's valuable for you too, just walking you through this kind of basic stuff. So organic keywords by intent. So branded, headphones by Tom.com. There it is. They have 39 keywords and 8 traffic. Non-branded, which is, pretty important, right? Is winning so for headphones by Tom, it would be non-branded would be best earphones for small ears, best earphones for big ears, big ear earphones, small ear earphones. Those are all non-branded because there's no brand name in them, right? So they're actually winning quite a few and getting 500 just from non. And then as we go from non-branded, informational. These are questions about information, right? Navigational, how to get places, not important. Commercial, transactional, local, non-local. So local, this is all stuff you can kind of Google and figure out. But for the main part, what we're really focused here on is branded. If you're looking into getting an SEO strategy going, you want to look at these and be where could we, improve? I would say non-local, transactional keywords is the 2 spots that are, really need some help. I don't think navigational for this brand is really that important. Even if you were unless you're a local shop or brick and mortar, then navigational might be important. Hey, how to get here? Make sure you have your Google My Business set up, that kind of stuff. Now, as we go down, average branded versus non-branded search. So here you're looking at this, right? So this is the same thing we just looked at. It's just changing. And then organic keywords by intent, same thing we just looked at. You can see everything's kind of consolidating. This is a fun one because this here shows you your top organic competitors. And this is where Ahrefs is taking a really good guess at what this is and how important it is. So, top competitors, MissVallarta.com, MLS Vallarta, right? Because this is a real estate in Mexico. The competitor has 508 keywords, which is pretty wild, right? And we have 357 keywords. So you can look here, okay, organic traffic 357, organic traffic value 38, organic pages 49. And then even if you go up to here, Applegate Realtors, organic traffic's 2,200, organic values 260, and organic pages 244. So just in this, you could be hey, for this thing, you just grab a picture of this and jack that. Now that's another part of our SEO report, right? Okay, we've kind of stripped this for all the data that we need right now. Now we're going to go over here. Now you're about to see the limitations of what the free version does. So we'll just kind of click through it. You're not going to get site structure. You're not going to get calendar. You're not going to get opportunities. We do get some backlinks, which is awesome. So these are people. This is something where we could have a look at who's sending links to our website, which is super valuable. We'll talk about that on another video. Referring domains, anchors, referring IPs. This is where it's going to start to get exciting. So here's volume, and here's our traffic that we're getting from each of these things, right? So now we can have a look. Now it's not going to let us change the month here, but we do have an idea of what this is. So we can see the ones that we're winning. We can see the difficulty, keyword difficulty, how hard it is to win those searches, our position, our traffic, right? So this is going to be great information. Top pages, we do get the top pages. So which ones are doing the most work for us, right? Volume, position, traffic. So 43% of the traffic is coming from this one page. 43% of SE, 46.3% of SEO traffic is coming from this page. That's a crazy number, right? Okay. Right, and then now organic competitors. Is it going to load? It's going to load. So now that we have this kind of going, we're just going to go straight into ChatGPT. Okay. And let's start with like a pretty simple prompt here. We're just going to do like, I am putting together an SEO presentation for a client. I'm going to give you a bunch of data. I want you to sift through it and create let's just do like create a summary with key points showcasing where they are at now, where they are at compared to their competitors, and you know, what I can sell them on, because at the end of the day we're here to make some money, right? And what a plan would be moving forward to help them grow their business. So now that I have this, we're going to go, you know, all of the following information is from Ahrefs.com. Ooh. Okay, now we have that. So we have a nice little prompt. Okay, I'm putting together an SEO presentation for a client. I'm going to give you a bunch of data and I want you to sift through it. Now, this is a very like rookie style prompt, and I'm going to show you how we're going to expand on this prompt, because this prompt as it stands will work. This is going to do everything we need it to do with the data, but I'm going to show you how to like kind of expand and take your prompt kind of just that little next level there, just make it a little stronger. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to grab this and we're just going to grab like, I don't know, we don't need all of them, right? So that's a good number. Ooh, export. Upgrade. God, I hate exporting and upgrading. So we're gonna come from the bottom because I don't really want to mess around with this and have it like mess up the table and the paste. But I am gonna go top competing domains. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go like this. Top competing domains with a square bracket. And then we're gonna go slash top competing domains. So there, now we have top competing domains. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go back to the top pages. Let's grab some of the top pages. We don't need all of them. I mean, these ones with zero traffic, you can see here zero traffic. What does that matter, right? It's zero. Zero is zero. We'll grab one just so that way the computer knows, the ChatGPT knows. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go square bracket, top performing pages, square bracket, paste, square bracket, backslash, top performing pages, square bracket. And now we're gonna do the final one, which is the organic keywords. And I think this is good enough because the positions start to get low and the traffic starts to get really low. And we also don't want to like max out, you know, we're on the free version of ChatGPT. So it is going to organic keywords slash, and then again, backslash organic keywords. Okay. Now, here's where we're going to get a little more intricate with all of this stuff. I'm going to give you, instead of a bunch of data, I'm going to give you top competing domains, right? Now we're loading in. So what we did was we put that information in these brackets, okay? Right, you see right here, these brackets, top competing domains. We put the information in the brackets, and now in the prompt, we're telling it what to look for in those brackets, because we can assume that it's gonna figure it out, right? But you don't want to, assume too much. And so we can just do copy paste. They're top performing domains, top performing pages, and what's the last one? It was way down here at the bottom. Organic keywords. We're not going to do the one with the backslash, but we're going to have it like kind of available. There you go. And we're going to get rid of the backslash. Then we're tighten this up. We can cut that out from Ahrefs.com. And why don't you go through it and create a summary? There you go. So now we've given ChatGPT like all of the information, right? It's categorized. It's not just like random information. We've said, hey, here's what this is. Here's where it's from. And now it understands the context of what you've given it. And now it's gonna make a play based on that. So let's see what it does here. There you go. Right? And now there's going to be one more step here, and you only get it if you stay to the end. I keep forgetting to mention that there's like always something at the end, because I go through these and I kind of forget about all the little things that you can do just to make like your life a little easier. And I'll show it to you because it's kind of cool. But let's start, like, I'll show you guys. Right, so this is what we did. Ooh, that was from our last video. Let's go. So what we did was we did, right? We went from, oh, let me get this out of the way a little bit. We did free Ahrefs account, free Ahrefs account, okay? And then we took that to, we made sure that it had, added Google Search Console, okay? Then we went back, so we went boom, boom, right, to Google Search Console. And then from there, our next step was we went through each of the bits and bobs that you can add. So, we reviewed available information, okay? Then and in doing this, we collected, right? We reviewed available. This means we checked for information we could get for free. Then we collected the free information. Then, I don't know if this is too many steps. Just drop in the comments if you want like less steps in the future, because I will just do less steps. It's all good, right? We reviewed the available information, we checked it, and then we created a prompt in ChatGPT, and we used this prompt and we added the free information in square, I'll do it square brackets. Now those are the two brackets right beside the P on your keyboard, and you don't have to hit shift. When you hit shift, it's a squiggly brackets like those. You don't need those, okay? And then we added the square brackets info into the prompt. So, and now we have a prompt, right? So now we have a prompt. This is all done, okay? Here's the entire report. This is pretty good. The problem is if we go like this, and we just go, let's go, it's not sheets.new, it's docs.new. Yeah, okay, so if we copy and paste this right here, there you go. It's good to go. But I will tell you, here's the bonus thing. Sometimes, let's go over this, but the quick bonus thing is, sometimes when you're putting this into an email, okay, if you're not using Google Docs, you just click here, it'll give it an automatic title, which is perfect, okay? This is ready to go off to a client pretty much, except for we need an introduction, right? So I'm gonna say, okay, now that we have this, could you write me an informal email to the client whose name is Tom, introducing the document and just letting him know that I was thinking about him. And that's why I did this. Great, right? So there's your email. Now, I know, because you know, sometimes this stuff doesn't, right? There's the email. So now it's all here, it's all ready to go. Let's go through it. So, okay, we have here, I'm gonna make this a little larger. Okay, SEO snapshot. Top performing community pages, right? Some cities, keywords, positions, visits, keywords, organic keywords. Then we have here competitive analysis, key insights. Let's get that locked down to the next page. And then competitors with lower DRs outperform in traffic, implying they win through content volume, keyword diversity, or authority in specific niches. Keyword overlap is low. You're not tapping into the market's most searchable topics. Your best performing pages are location specific, but traffic is heavily concentrated in Sayulita. Create expanded, so here's the next steps, right? So this is kind of what you're selling. Create expand unique content rich pages for every community. Featured listings. High potential areas to expand or improve. Create supporting content hubs, blog posts, answering questions like, right? Address thinner underperforming pages, competitor keyword, gap filling, competitors to rank for. You see here, like, summary, current status, goal. Boom, current status, goal. There. Now you can send this off, and there's a good chance that you'll get, like, you could land, you know, $600 a month extra with this client, just doing like 1 or 2 blog posts a month. And you know, it's not rent, but you do this 10 times over with 10 different people, you know, you land those businesses. Now you're up at $6,000 a month. And that's not bad. You're making money, right? So anyways, the last thing I wanted to say was just for anyone who is copy and paste this directly into an email, because sometimes that's a thing, is you want to do this. Can you write out the report in code Markdown format? Now, when you're copy and pasting directly into an email, sometimes the code Markdown like is not a thing that really works out, because it gets like the formatting gets all really weird, and it creates this code. And this code is actually, it's like the baseline of how every single computer looks at how writing is supposed to be formatted. So, you know, this one hashtag here means it's title case, right? This is H2, this is italics, this is a list, right? Like italics, H3. You get to know this stuff because you look at it a lot, right? But now that we have this, we go here and you can go Markdown to HTML. It's a free tool. Click it in there. And now, no matter where you paste this, it's always going to be like, because the customer doesn't want to read this. They just want to read this. So you can put this directly into, and I'll show you. It looks the same, right? Like it's, for all intents and purposes, it's really no different. But now it's just formatted in a way that it's going to be consistent no matter where you put it. You put it in an email, it's going to look good. You put it into a document, it's going to look good. Sometimes when you get that stuff from ChatGPT or whatever, it doesn't really sit very well, and it doesn't format well, and then you kind of look silly for sending it. You don't want that. That's not a thing you need to do. So that's it. Anyways, that's it. If you guys made it this far, thank you. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for watching to the end. My name is Giuseppe. Comment, like, subscribe. If you found value in this, please let me know. If there's something else you want me to do, let me know, and I will see you guys on the flip side.